Have a seat, everybody. Welcome in here, out there, all around the world. Obviously, everyone in Canada. Welcome. Welcome to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. And ladies and gentlemen, I am still all hot and bothered about that FBI raid at Mar-A-Lago. Turns out my kink is consequences. We're learning more juicy deets about the raid. It's becoming increasingly clear that the search was tied to an ongoing investigation into whether the former president took classified records from the White House to his Florida residence. Spoiler, he did. We already know he did. No matter what it is, it's always what you thought, but worse than you imagined. He incited an insurrection. He extorted Ukraine. He put the bop in the bop, shoo-bop, shoo-bop. He put the ram in the ram-a-lama ding-dong, then made the ram-a-lama ding-dong sign an NDA. And he's already admitted that he did it about 7 months ago. The former president revealed that he had unlawful possession of classified material when he turned over 15 boxes of items to the National Archives. So, I'm sure you're saying, hey, Steve, if he turned it over, why'd the FBI go back? Well, turns out, as investigators sifted through the initial 15 boxes, they grew concerned that the former president had not, in fact, returned all the government property. One hint was that the Mar-A-Lago buffet was serving unlimited shrimp out of Abe Lincoln's hat. So, Monday, they went back, they searched the joint, and the agents took about 12 more boxes. Keep in mind, these 12 boxes were kept in the basement storage area. That's where he kept classified government documents, in a basement in Florida? Was there no room left in the kiddie pool full of pythons and mildew? And it gets worse, because only after the former president's lawyer received instructions to secure the room this past spring did they add a padlock. So before, it was just open. To make a great action movie, National Treasure 3 found it behind the Christmas ornaments. The FBI's... I got it. You got it? There you go. I'm right now. The FBI's dress code for the event was indictment casual. A handful of agents were in suits, but most wore T-shirts and cargo pants. Yeah, so good luck getting your dad to change his outfit now. No way, kiddo. Old dad's got his tactical shorts on, like the G-men. I need the extra pockets for my night vision goggles and my 3 different iPhone chargers. You should plug in. You're at 70%. Right-wing media has taken the FBI's successful attempt to recover stolen classified documents pretty hard. They're calling America a banana republic, and everywhere you look, there are conservative calls for a civil war in the U.S. That is scary, okay? If we don't leave the ex-president alone and give him whatever he wants, it is possible a bunch of neo-Confederates could violently attack the United States a year and a half ago. In fact, we don't want it. Beautiful. Beautiful. In fact, right after the FBI raid, the term Civil War started trending on Twitter, which can only mean one thing: the Civil War is dating Pete Davidson. I'm happy for them, very happy for them. One person who's especially enraged is Fox News host and the #1 realtor in Uncanny Valley, Jeanine Pirro. Judge Jeanine had some advice for the Justice Department.
You do not break into a house of a guy that you've been working with for 9 months, that you have to admit has been cooperating with you, for presidential records? No.
It wasn't a break-in, Jeanine. They had a warrant, and he didn't cooperate. Cooperating would have been handing over all 27 boxes. He kept 12. That's like a smuggler saying, Your Honor, I turned over half of my heroin. What do you want? All of my heroin? What next? The cocaine? Okay, okay, you want the cocaine? I'll be right back. You can have that. Former president's lawyer floated this conspiracy theory.
Quite honestly, I'm concerned that they may have planted something.
Good point. What if they planted those 12 boxes of evidence? That's why they were wearing cargo pants. This is a banana republic, and they're 30% off. Of course, they're a pair of pants. They're a type of pants. Of course, no clown car would be complete without presidential son and phantom of the conference room, Eric. Eric jumped on the rage wagon to explain how he knew this was a political hit job on his dad.
Make no mistake, Jesse. I mean, I know the White House as well as anyone. I spent a lot of time there. I know the system. This did not happen without Joe Biden's explicit approval. The White House approved of this.
If there's one thing I learned from my dad's time in office, it's that the president definitely interferes with the Justice Department. Nothing? No, I'm serious. I am serious as a heart attack. Heart attack. Nothing happens without his approval, except me.
Eric's dad also weighed in, saying, I've never done anything wrong. Nobody can prove that I ever did anything wrong. It's pretty tough when a citizen with an unblemished record must be hounded from his home. I am feeling very bad, very bad. How would you feel if the police, paid to protect you, acted toward you like they acted toward me? I'm sorry, I'm being told that's not a quote from the former president. That's a quote from Al Capone. Got it. 6-1, that's obviously, I'm joking. They're nothing alike. Al Capone's crime was organized. So, why? Why did Al Capone fans? Former president is not the only one in trouble with the law. So is former New York mayor and baby who likes what you're doing with those car keys, Rudy Giuliani. This one comes from the investigation into the ex-president's election interference in Georgia, where he demanded that the Georgia Secretary of State somehow find him 11,780 votes, which coincidentally is the same number of investigations he's now under. Rudy was one of the key players behind that plot, and he has been ordered to testify before a grand jury in Fulton County next week. Oh, you gotta feel bad for Georgia. First the devil went down there, and now they have to get a visit from Rudy. No. At least they're both great at fiddling. Really? Really? No? That's fair enough. Fair enough. Technically, he was playing the organ. But, thank you very much. You're welcome. But Giuliani's attorney tried to fight the summons, claiming Rudy couldn't fly to Atlanta because of a recent heart stent operation. Apparently, doctors had to remove a blockage obstructing the flow of life-giving Beaujolais. The judge wasn't having it in this case, and the judge ordered Rudy to get to Georgia this month by a train, a bus, or Uber. Basically, whatever vehicle he wakes up in. And it's not just bad news for our ex-president, there's also good news for our current president, because today, the Labor Department reported that inflation dropped to 0. It is flat. Inflation up for the year, but flat from June to July, and not a minute too soon, because American families have been hit hard by high prices. Even wealthier families. Case in point, richer people are eating more at Applebee's and IHOP. Well, of course they are. Have you ever had a deep-fried mozzarella stick? I'm happily married, but that's my hall pass. I love that food, and it has nothing to do with inflation. Applebee's and IHOP are where you can taste all the tasty tastes. The salts are salty, the fats are fatty. And the 4-cheese mac and cheese with honey pepper chicken tenders is all of those things. And when I used to be on the road, I ate there all the time, and I never regretted eating at an Applebee's while I was eating it. And IHOP is undoubtedly the best place to go in the morning to recover from eating at Applebee's the night before. On an earnings call, a company spokesman said that folks often dined at more expensive restaurants are now finding Applebee's and IHOP because of their well-known value. Yes, everyone loves a deal, including the wealthy. Amanda, get your passport. We're going to the House of Pancakes International. Garçon, je voudrais le Rudy Tooty fresh and fruity, s'il vous plaît. Too sweet. Because, thank you, I speak several languages. I speak ubby-dubby. Because these restaurants have a tonier clientele now, they've actually raised their prices, but thrown in bonuses, like adding a dozen shrimp for $1 when you order a steak. That's where I get a little suspicious. There's no way 12 shrimp can cost $1. If you're paying 8 cents a pop, those aren't shrimp. Those are sea monkeys on steroids. We got a great show for you tonight. My guest is Succession's Kieran Culkin. But when we come back, meanwhile, join us, won't you?